Watch the twitch.
Alert! Alert! Alert!
Check
49! Check 49! Check 49! Check 52!
First carry for Nick Chubb. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
The tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Mayfield. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Palmer. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards, a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Alert flag,
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now an option play on 2nd down. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They give to Chubb out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
By Jeff Okuda.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Steelers' 17-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Max 50, Max 50.
Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Don't let him free. Don't let him free.
Play fake. Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Alert, 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 alert.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. Being chased out left. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, They really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. Gay's kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now it's Haskins. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder. You think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
4th down, here's Haskins. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. Myles Garrett, and that will force a turnover on downs. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Nick Chubb, the ball.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Hey, alert 33. Hey, turn it up, turn it up. Check 13.
On second down, here's the action. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
The tackle made by Devin Bush. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Browns 3. Steelers 0.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And again, it's Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ingram. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
32-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Now, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. On 3rd down, Reynolds.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Following the interception, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete here.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Mayfield down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
The tackle made at the 20.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he's got some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
first down. It's Reynolds. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Tackled at the 29.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They go play action now. Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Check three. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Switch.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. Three red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And again, it's Ingram. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
You can almost feel him thinking as he's running the football. Just one more block, anything to get me to the perimeter and around the corner. Couldn't quite get there. Ends up getting spilled for a loss.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
50. King. Go. Mike 55. King.
They'll look to run with Ingram. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
No gain.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Gay's kick is good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game.
16.
So the late turnover, that turns into 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to capitalize and get the 3 that you just mentioned on the other side of the field, kicking themselves. You think they'll be talking about ball security in the locker room?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question. That'll be the first talking point. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Final play of the half. It's Haskins. And that is incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
6-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Reynolds. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Here's Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it, and from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
Check, check. King, king, king. Check, check. Check.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Push him back. Push him back. Hey, check back 34.
Now Mayfield. He's going to let this thing go deep for Caldwell. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Haskins will throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 41. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
Off the play fake, here's Haskins.
And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time.
Greedy Williams picks it off. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Back to the air. Haskins after the pick six. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Now they go screen, it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
7 yards, the pickup there.
25-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Mayfield. Flush to his right. That is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Mayfield looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball. but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And the lead is now an even 30.
Makes the score Browns 30, Steelers nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, Haskins. And that is incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
What's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. From the gun, Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Mayfield off the play fake. Man open left side is Brown. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 47 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. The Browns are in. Touchdown. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Hey, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
2-yard line.
Play action. Haskins. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They go play action with Haskins. Pressure gets to Haskins, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. "35 yards that time on the punt. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise or throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From from the shotgun. It's Mayfield. That's complete right around the 8. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
At the 3-yard line.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Steelers, nothing. Matt Gay set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it? And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Mayfield on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Check 26, check 26, check 37, check 37.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three, defense and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. It's Reynolds. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Reynolds across the 30 to the 31-yard line.
The ball carrier.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but It's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On third down, it's Reynolds. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Switch. Swing. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Watch, switch.
On first down, Reynolds able to power through. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Down at the 15-yard line.
Mecole Hardman the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time.